Looks can be deceiving. This 14-year-old teenager with bushy bangs is a cold-blooded killer. She fatally chopped off her mother's face and tried to put down her stepfather. Oh no, she didn't stop there. She texted her friend to come check out her mom's dead body. What the fuck? Why would she do that? Well, you know how we do. Let's find out. Let me introduce you to Carly. She's a weird teenager. I mean, she doesn't do what other cool kids do in school. She sits alone in class, she doesn't hang out with friends, and whenever she hangs out, she's always stoned. Y'all know what I mean? She doesn't do sports or engage in any physical activity. She doesn't do none of that. But there's one thing she loves doing though. She loves browsing through scary images on the internet. Things like how to exhume dead bodies, how to set people on fire, how to kill a family member without getting caught. Now that is messed up. Anyways, Carly happens to be a student in the same school where her mother, Ashley, works as a teacher. Now, Ashley's relationship with her daughter is also a weird one. According to one of their neighbors, Ashley loves her daughter very much. As a matter of fact, Ashley has never raised her voice on Carly. But that's not the same story with this girl. You see, Carly talks back at her mother at every slight provocation. She often tells her to shut up whenever there's an argument.
Shut up!
She acts rebellious all the time and all that stuff. And her mother, Ashley, she will just sit down there and cry all day. I mean, Carly also does the same thing to her stepfather. And they have done nothing about it because Carly was just an unruly teenager. So, one day, Carly gets to class and found a torn piece of paper on her desk. In that piece of paper, there was a short note written on it, which says, "You don't need family. It's okay to be evil." And where did this piece of paper come from? Nobody knows. Because Carly was already a strange kid from the beginning, that word just sucked in her head. Later that night, Carly creeps into her mother's bedroom and she took her stepdad's shiny chopper. Several weeks later, Carly had just finished yelling at her mom, as usual, because Ashley found vape pens and some marijuana in her room. What? Anyways, her stepdad had gone to work, so she was left with one thought, and one thought only. I'm gonna take her out, today. Ashley was inside the house, doing laundry. Carly grabs her stepfather's chopper. She went inside the laundry room and opened fire on her mother. To make matters worse, there is even a surveillance footage that revealed the horrific evil. 3 times, she fired her in the face and ended her life. Nah, she was not done. She then coolly sits in the kitchen, sent a message to her friends telling them to come check out her mom's cold body, and lures her stepfather into an ambush by texting him from her mother's phone. How sick is that? She wrote, "When will you be home, honey?" Her stepfather, who was ready to leave the office, read the message and headed home, not aware about the evil that went down earlier. He opened the door and bang! Luckily for him, the bullet hit his shoulder and he was able to snatch the chopper out of Carly's hand. However, Carly didn't stay at all. She jumped the fence and she fled. Her stepfather was able to call 911 and the cops tracked her down. She was arrested. During her capture, Carly appears calm and composed.
Which hand did you shoot with?
Really? She was taken to juvenile detention while she awaits trial. Months later, during her trial, lawyers argued she should be found not guilty by reason of insanity. But the jury clearly didn't buy it. In a heart-stopping moment, the prosecutor brandished the murder weapon and reenacted the crime.
Fired once, you hear her mother scream. Fired twice, you hear her mother scream. 1, 2, 3.
The jurors were even shown a disturbing diary entry written by Carly that went, "You don't need family. It's okay to be evil." Remember that piece of paper she found on her desk? Oh yeah, that one. In her trial, Carly said her mother was abusive, and that contributed to her depression and mental health. But we all know that's bullshit. After just 1 hour of deliberation, they returned with a guilty verdict. Carly wept openly for the first time, as the jury recommended a sentence of life without parole. Now, incredibly, Carly's stepdad is trying to raise money for her appeal, and he still speaks with her every time. Unbelievable. Here is Carly during her trial. And by the way, she's 15 now. She was 14 when she pulled that off. Here is her late mom, Ashley, in real life. And that's her stepfather. What do you think about this story? Do you think Carly deserves the sentence of life without parole? Or do you think she's just mentally unstable? Please drop your comments in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. It encourages me to do more. Thank you, and see you in the next episode of Real Crime Tunes.